Before, every morning when I woke up, I was sure I was running out of time. I used to think if only I had a few more hours in the day, I could get everything done. I could work on my personal projects and my life would fall into place. But let me tell you a painful truth. I had enough time, I was just wasting it in the worst way possible. The day I realized this, the day it really hit me, everything changed. I want to share exactly the mindset shift that took me from the "I don't have enough time" phase to being able to get more done than I ever imagined. Honestly, it's so simple that you might think I'm just joking, but stick with me because the story is going to get interesting. I was complaining to one of my friends about how busy I was. I said, "I don't have time at all. I feel like I'm drowning." I told him, "I need 30-hour days." My clever friend looked at me and asked, "How many hours were you on your phone yesterday?" I laughed and said, "I don't know, maybe an hour or so." He pulled out the screen time app and showed me. "Check it yourself." I checked it and it showed 5 hours. I had spent 5 hours on my phone the day before. 5 hours of scrolling, watching random videos, reading things I'd forget right away, and playing games I didn't even enjoy. I was staring at that number, feeling like I caught myself red-handed, because that's exactly what I was doing, stealing time from myself and then complaining I didn't have enough. That's when the light bulb went off. The problem wasn't that I didn't have enough time. The problem was prioritization, and I had been wearing the lack of time excuse like a cloak. This is the thing no one wants to hear. You have exactly the same hours in a day as successful people. Exactly the same. They don't get special time rewards. They don't have a hidden 25th hour. They just use their time differently. And the difference isn't that they're more organized or more motivated. The difference is their mindset about what time really is. Most of us think time is something that happens to us. We keep saying we don't have time as if time is out of our control, like the weather. But that's nonsense. That mindset is what's holding you back. The real mindset that changes everything is this: time is not something you have. It's something you create. You don't find time. You don't have time. You create time by choosing not to do things you shouldn't be doing. After that conversation with my friend, I decided to do something. I wrote down everything I did for a whole week, every little thing. Eating, working, scrolling on my phone, watching TV, talking to others, staring at the ceiling, thinking about why my life was such a mess, everything. At the end of the week, when I looked at my list, I wanted to cry. I had spent hours, real hours, on things that weren't worth a single minute. Things I wouldn't even remember the next week. Every morning I'd spend more than an hour lying in bed, aimlessly checking my phone. I wasn't even doing anything, just being there. That added up to 7 hours a week, almost an entire workday spent just lying in bed, scrolling on my phone. I spent hours watching shows I didn't even like just because the TV was on. I had endless conversations that went nowhere. I refreshed my social media like I was expecting something life-changing to pop up. But here's the interesting part. I found hours where I was pretending to be busy, but I was really procrastinating. You know what I mean? I need to check Telegram first, or let me clean my desk first, maybe I should plan a bit more. They were just fancy excuses to avoid doing the real work. So I made a decision. I decided to treat my time like money. Because here's the thing. If someone asks you to borrow money, you think about it, right? You ask them why they need it. You decide if it's worth it or not. But when it comes to time, we just give it away to anything and anyone. Here, take a few hours of my time, random series I don't care about. Or, take my entire evening, social media app that's designed to make me addicted. Someone randomly asks for 5 minutes of my time and I give them 30 minutes because I've got nothing better to do. The mindset shift is this. Every time someone asks for your time, imagine they're asking for money. Would you pay for that? Is it worth it? Would you pay to scroll on Instagram for an hour? Would you pay to watch a show you don't even enjoy? Would you pay to sit through a pointless conversation? Of course not. So why was I spending my most valuable resource, time, on things that didn't deserve it? I started asking myself one question before doing anything. Is this worth my life? Because time is life. When you spend an hour on something, you're spending a piece of your life that will never come back. Is scrolling on social media worth an hour of my life? Is watching this mediocre show worth 3 hours of my existence? Is saying yes to something I don't want to do worth ruining my evening? This is a tough question. It forces you to face the reality. Most of the things we do every day aren't worth our time. We do them because they're easy or because we're avoiding something harder. But when you start asking yourself this question, everything changes. You start protecting your time. You start treating it like the most precious thing you have, because it truly is the most precious thing you have. So I found this new mindset, which was great. But how do you actually use it? What I did was write a list of things that really mattered to me, my real goals. Things I would regret not doing. Projects, relationships, experiences that I truly cared about. Then I looked at my calendar and asked myself, where do these important things fit? And the answer was nowhere. My calendar was full of meaningless commitments, time-wasting activities, and things I had agreed to without thinking. The things that actually mattered were supposed to happen when I found the time, which meant never. Because time doesn't just appear, you have to make it. So I flipped the game. I scheduled the important things first. I blocked out time for my main goals like it was an unmissable business meeting, and everything else had to fit around them or get eliminated. People thought I was crazy. They said, "You're scheduling time for your personal projects? That's too rigid and formal." The crazy thing is, you fill your day with everyone else's priorities and hope that magically, some time will appear for you. In a month, everything changed. The project I had been stuck on for months was finished. I got regular with my workouts. I finally learned that skill I had been saying, I'll learn one day. And I actually had more free time because I wasn't wasting it on meaningless stuff. And here's the crazy part. I didn't get busier. I didn't work harder. I just stopped filling my time with trash. I cut down social media a lot. I didn't just sit there watching shows because the TV was on. I stopped saying yes to things that didn't align with what I truly wanted. And suddenly I had time. Not because there were more hours in the day, but because I stopped giving my hours away for free to things that didn't deserve them. So my challenge for you is this. Track your time for a week. Just 1 week. Be honest with yourself. Write down exactly what you're doing with your hours. Then ask yourself, is this how I want to live my life? Because that's exactly what you're doing, you're spending your life. Every hour, a piece of you is being spent on what you're doing at that moment. And when you see it, when you really see where your time is going, you won't be able to ignore it. Your choices will change. You'll start protecting your time. You'll start building the life you really want, not just letting life happen to you. You don't need more time. You have enough time. You just need to stop giving it away to things that aren't worth it. The mindset shift is simple. Time is your life. Spend it like it matters because it truly does. If this video helped you see time in a different way, hit the like button and subscribe for more content on how to get your life together. In the comments, let me know the biggest time waster you're going to cut out this week. Thanks for watching, and remember, you don't need more time.